Hi, Ashraf. So you can use the chat. Let me put the poll. Cool. Not good. Okay, I put the poll. So guys, I think what is the time? Yeah, we have 3 minutes. So just give couple of minutes for people to join in. Before that, there is a poll option. If you can see the poll, right? Okay, 3 people have polled, and let me just. Guys, Hemant.
Hello, hello.
Arey, thank you for joining in. Surprise. Very big surprise. I'm feeling cold. Wait. Just give 1 more minute, 1 or 2 minutes. That it's going to start sharp at 2. So let me just on the AC. So there are two polls. Can you guys see the poll? There are 2 polls. First poll, let me see. That is joining the meeting first time. So just let us see. So 2 people are there. I think Hemant and one person else has joined before. So, but who are the people? I cannot see. I cannot see. Actually, anonymous. That is nice. Okay, no problem. Cool. So hello everyone. I think if many of you are seeing me for the first time and talking to me, uh, community meeting for the first time. So there is a difference between a webinar and a community meetup. So webinars are generally when I discuss or the panelists discuss about a topic completely, and the full focus of the 1 hour is about the technical topic, and then there are some questions according to that. But the concept of a community and community meetup that I'm trying to build, and many of you are already part of it through the WhatsApp. Can you, okay, just can you, anyone who put that to again, just a reminder for people to join in, because I'm on the call. Hemant, can you just put one more time in that group for people to join? We are live. If you can take a screenshot, it will be very good, and put it if possible.
Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah, okay. Thanks a lot, Hemant. Still people are, because people will see that there are so many people, then they will join in more. And This is the third meeting, to be honest, third community meeting, meetup, to be honest. And I have been trying multiple things. This today it worked out well. At least now I have around 30 registrations. There is a group of 300 plus people, but 30 people are coming for this meetup. 30 have registered, and right now I think we will get around 10 to 15 people. And the purpose of this meetup, it is very much different from a webinar, right? I will surely do a talk a little bit, and I will surely whatever I have been doing, I am doing a lot of you can say most of you are already part of a lot of my webinars that I'm doing, and specifically in the last you can say in the last 2 months, I'm doing a lot of webinars and events on generative AI space, because this is the buzzword and people are really interested about this topic. But we all know that just knowing about generative AI is not going to take us anywhere, right? We need to learn about it. We need to learn about AI and data science. So now we have around 12 people. There is a poll about people. I'm launching a second poll about. Let me know if you can get that. Already it's launched. Can you see the second poll? Guys, just tell me if you can see it.
It's not come up yet. It's not come up yet.
Not come up yet. Wait. Poll to launch. Okay, maybe I have to stop this poll. Then I need to do that. So just people, can you just, whoever have joined, do the poll one, please. Then I will, who have come, okay, around 13 people have done it. I will end this poll. And now I'm going to launch the new poll. Yes. Who are already in data science and AI? I know many, some are not there, but just want to get an idea of, because how technical I will be. Oh, it's a mix 8. It's a mix. Okay, we'll just wait for a few seconds. Till then, okay. So I know Shalini had joined last time. So thank you, Shalini. And I can see a few people who have joined earlier as well. Mohammad, Adib, I think you are connecting to audio. Just fix your audio. I think you'll be fine. So now this is our third meetup, and I tried something different. I tried to last time what had happened that I was using a free Zoom, which had only a limit of 40 minutes. In that we wasted 10 minutes to wait for people to join, and we only had 30 minutes, and the discussion was going on very well. We had a lot of interesting discussions. I remember, if you remember, Shalini was there, and it just got cut. So this time what I have done is I have this is a premium version of Zoom that is there that I'm using, so that now it is going to be completely, we can do it for an hour, and we can extend it for some more time. Yeah, Adib, the problem is you need to reconnect. It is showing connecting to audio. So you have to log out and log in, and then there will be your mic is this thing is not connected. I cannot see the audio connected. So please log in and log out again. So now what I have done, that we have a better version. We have a good registration, and now we have a good turn up of around 18 people. And I think more people will join in as it goes. So now the poll is there. Whoever are joining just now, there's a poll about who are already there in, who are already started their career or are doing somewhat in data science and AI currently. It means, see, when I say data science and AI, it can be also Excel. I'm sure Hemant is also using a little bit of Excel, right? And anyone who is there, they are using a little bit of Excel and doing some data analysis. So that means that they are already doing something. It's not that you are working as a data scientist. That is not my question. Who are already doing something in data science and AI. Data science is a wide gamut. It starts from Excel, Power BI, and almost everyone in this who is working in a computer who is working in a computer, and now I think most of us are working in computers, they are using some sort of data analysis. So that is it is a very, very important skill that is really for us. And now coming the generative AI space, I don't want to talk about that specifically, but that for that also you need to know how to the skills to write good prompts and get outputs accordingly. So this, even that is a data science and AI skill, some at least in the initial phases that are there. Hey Patrick, thank you for joining. So Patrick is the person because of whom the call is at 2 p.m. I wanted Patrick to also join. He is one of the motivators for me to start this community about for people who are into AI and data science space or interested about that. Because I have been in this space for 18 years and I have been teaching people, mentoring people for the last 6 years. But it was in a very different type of format. It was more or one-to-one format or group classes, wherein it was a very you can transactional mode where people just came to me to learn a technology, and then they were we did not have any community or any backing like this that I'm trying to build right now. I think Shafiq also, I know him. Shafiq also, I have known him from Accenture days, and I requested him to join. So I think thank you for that as well. So
Thank you, Arshad.
yes, thank you.
Nice
Yes.
to see you after a long time.
Yes, yes, yes. That is a very good thing. So see here in this call also, like Shafiq, he is a data scientist, and I have worked with him in Accenture around 5 to 6 years back very closely. So the thing, this purpose is not only for people who want to just get a job, because this is what I have seen. Many people who are coming in the group, they are having a very small thing from me that, sir, I need a job. I get me a job. And if I don't give them a job, they are leaving the group in one week. And this is not you can say professional as well, right? You don't just ask for jobs. You build your profile, you build your skills, and that is the way, and people know you for at least some time, then they can refer you. That is the way, that is the correct way. You because many of the uh, many times what I have experienced is, and I just want to give it out that this is not a short term. I told before also, this community is not for only getting a job. Job is just an outcome. Project is what I always tell people. Try to have a focus of building a good project in any AI and data science project, and that is going to lead you to jobs. That is going to make your profile, and don't have a target of just getting a job. Job is, I know everyone wants a job, that is very important, but have a plan to do a good project, because getting a job is not in your hands. Market situation is bad, right? It is upon the requirement, it is upon your skill sets, but a project that you do end to end is in your hands completely. You are accountable to build a very good project, and you are accountable to also update your skills and participate in challenges. So these are the two things that I am pushing this community for. If you can see all my posts that I'm doing in the community, is only two things. One is do challenges. Every day, daily challenges I put, and there are it's okay, we'll talk about that. The reason is that because these things have to be a skill that you need to keep practicing. If you don't practice coding, if you don't practice these things, your you can say aptitude towards that will go bad, and when it is required to showcase your skill in an interview or in a project, it is not going to happen. So that's why these challenges are there, because I have trained around 1,000 people. So I know what are the things. See, if I can just summarize before we go to introductions, the main people ask me what are the main skills to get into AI and data science. What are the main skills? So people say, and this is a community, so I'm telling you honestly, people say data science, Python, SQL. These are not the skills that are required. The skills that are required is, first of all, I say attention span. You should have a very strong attention span, and a why. Why are you learning? What is the end goal of for you to learn? Like here it is project. These two things has to be very strong. If it is strong, you can learn any skill and technology to get to that particular thing. Because what is happening, attention span, people are moving from Python to generative AI, then from generative AI to SQL to this. They are not having an attention span to do even one particular technology properly. Hence, these two skills you need to develop. Other things will follow. The why that you are doing it, the why should be very strong, and your attention span that is there. The tools, technologies will come later on. And now this is about the community, and now I will open the floor. So how it is going to work is, as this is a little bit different from webinars, we will have an introduction. So because this is a community of all of us, we want to know each other. I know we are a group of 600 people, but actively who are coming to these meetups are going to create a very strong community. That is what I believe. And now we need to know each other. So I told you two skills, and the third skills, what you guess, what is the third skill? Hemant, what is the third skill you feel very important nowadays, other than these two skills?
I mean, in terms of skills, one has to be open to change your existing thought process.
Yes. Other than that is the communication part. That I wanted to talk about how you are communicating. See, so that is very important. People have knowledge, because see, the thing about whatever these jobs, yeah, Falak has answered. So the thing about these jobs, technically, you know, I know many of you are already trying, practicing, but talking about it, communicating, the way I have switched on my camera and I'm talking to you guys, this skill is very, very important, because nowadays the first round of interview is mostly on, if it is it is online, even if you are in the same country, the first round is always online. So the way you communicate, or first of all, physical online, that is also important, but the way you talk, that's why I am requesting everyone, and this is a community meetup, please introduce yourself. Hemant is a master about introduction about yourself. He has done a lot of sessions about that, and he can also share the link in this group. How you have to introduce yourself. Today, just a quick introduction about yourself, 1 minute introduction, because this is also a question that is asked in almost every, not even interviews, every interaction, every networking events that you go. And Hemant, I was thinking that you will tell about that, the introduction part, because this was a part of this particular community meetup as well.
Sure, sure.
So now who will take who will take the lead with communicating, talking about your 1 minute introduction? I request everyone in the call who's comfortable to go, please do that. And still, Adib, you have issues in your mic because it is not showing. I request you to, there is an option in Zoom to connect audio, and you can just do that. So I can open the floor in no order. Please, I think Hemant, you can take the lead because you are the expert in this.
Okay, let me take that then. Hi, everybody. This is Hemant Jain, success coach Hemant Jain. I am known by many names: uncomfortable coach, success coach, clarity coach, and even the filmy coach. I help individuals, I help teams, I help businesses go further and higher. So if anybody of you is feeling stuck in life, then you should contact me, have a chat with me. I'll get you unstuck and put you on a path to success. That's me, Hemant Jain, success coach.
Patrick, you want to go next? If you're, I think he's okay. Anyone else? Please, you have option to unmic. Hey, Sumit.
Hi,
Nice
Mohammad.
to see you.
Same here. So pleasure connecting here. And I'm Sumit Puri. I basically, I'm the CEO for Prana Wellness. And I've worked a lot in hospitals. And now my mission is to try and avoid people going to hospitals, using AI. So we are trying to do our best to enhance wellness, both physical, emotional, and financial wellness for individuals and corporates. That's me. And look forward to connecting many of you. And thanks so much, Mohammad, for inviting me.
Thank you. Hey, Patrick.
Hello. You can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, just checking. Right, so my name's Patrick. I have a background in artificial intelligence, and many years ago, I graduated in '94 in a master's in AI. And in my initial career, I was involved in a lot of computer science and AI stuff, but I kind of drifted away from it. And then I've drifted back in the recent years because of right now I'm helping people to build online businesses. So the use of tools and techniques for that, like the SEO side, the advertising side, and now with ChatGPT. So I have my particular speciality now is how can I utilize ChatGPT and other similar tools like Bard, et cetera, to help boost businesses online. And that stems from a lot of thinking as for those of you at the presentation yesterday that Arshad gave about the prompt engineering, so that's part of it, and how that can be linked into boosting SEO work, etc. So as a result of that, I'm running a new project for myself, which is a blogging project, which is entirely run with ChatGPT and other tools as a test. I'm giving live results every month, updates on the DMD group, and we'll be tracking that over the next 12 months. Okay, so that's my experience. I have a fondness and a love of AI for many years. I am a complete geek when it comes to robotics, machine learning, AI, space travel, etc. I'm involved with various communities online around it as well, like Arshad's. And just to give you an idea, some of the people I talk to, my best friend, he has a robotics company in Los Angeles in California. He is currently building robots that will eventually replace people in mines, will go up into space and mine lunar minerals. And this is not pie in the sky stuff. He has real robots right now working in real mines around the world, really impressing mining companies at the moment. So right now he's just starting the project about how to get those up into space. Okay, he has contracts in the European space from NASA, etc., to do all this research. So this is where AI can take you. Yeah, robots and machine learning tools, etc. His robots use neural networks and machine learning to understand what they're digging, to sense for the materials that they're trying to dig. When they know that the materials are there, the tools and techniques, and he's using real miners to train the robots how to do it. Yeah, so that using neural nets and machine learning, he's doing that to do that. So I'm not going to tell you the name of the company. I'm not going to, but in that sense, because it's still a little bit hush-hush, but it's just a real-world application of what's going on. I'm sure you'll hear a lot about it in the next 12 months anyway. But I just want to give that as an example of some of the things that I'm dealing with. So so that's me basically. Yeah. So I'm talking too much.
Thank you, Patrick. Mohammad Hussain has raised his hands. Can you go ahead next? Yeah.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ahmed Hussain from Pakistan. Sorry, my communication is not good. Basically, I'm a telecommunication engineer. I have almost 10 years of experience in telecom industry. I have worked in Huawei Technologies, and nowadays I am looking for a new job and learning new technologies like AI, IoT, etc. So it can be benefit for me in future. So that's why I joined this group to learn something. Thank you.
Thank you, Mohammad Hussain. I think Molo is raising his hands. Go ahead, Molo. Your name, I think. Yeah. You're on mute.
Thank you. You can hear me. You can hear me now. Okay. Thank you very much. My name is Frederick. I can see the screen name there goes by the name Molo Ventures.
Yeah.
That's my company. I am a marketer. I've been in marketing field for close to now 13 years. I am based in Nairobi, Kenya. I think in recent years, I've joined, I am more on the technology. I've done a few courses on Coursera, applied AI. I've just completed it. I've also done the cyber security course. I'm actually very, very interested on AI since you see the world is evolving towards there, and we can do as much as AI. I like the past speakers there before me, and I believe we have gurus here who can guide us. So I'm looking forward to getting get to know more and get aligned to AI. Yeah, that is it.
Yeah, thank you, Patrick. Anyone else who wants to go next?
Hey, I want to go next, Arshad.
Hi, Shafiq bhai. Yes, tell me.
Hi.
Nice
Yeah,
seeing
so
you.
thank you so much for inviting me in this forum, actually. So I was, there are very fond experience with you. In Accenture times, we worked in a team, we worked so close. It was very nice feeling, actually.
Yeah.
So hi, everyone. Myself, Safiq Hussain. I am from India. I am a data scientist. I have around 10 years of experience throughout my career. I've been working with major consulting firm, Accenture, Deloitte, and I've served client through across various domain, basically retail, CPG, banking. So currently I'm working with some banking client. Okay, and I have an experience on working. 1 minute, once the internet got down. Yeah, I have experience on working with the data science, building various models, be it in marketing analytics, customer analytics, and sales analytics, all the stuff. And apart from my job, I like to study various various new topics, like nowadays I have an interest in ChatGPT, so I'm exploring that. Okay, other than that, a lot of I love to study application based machine learning, which can help the retailers, the bankers in a direct way in their growth, actually. So in my current company, which is Mashreq Bank, so here I am a part of growth team where I worked with pricing team, I worked with marketing, and expenditure team, I work with credit card team. So those, whatever I do, I analysis, not always, it's not mean, Arshad bhai was right, it's not mean that you are a data scientist, you always build models. That is a wrong concept, I would say, because model building is part of data scientist, but here I build models as well as kind of do a lot of data analysis, okay, and give them the insights. So whatever I give them the insights, they evaluate that. If it is feasible, they implement that, and I could see that after 2-3 months, actually it is getting impacted. So this kind of projects I want to do more, and this kind of application based machine learning I want to apply. So that's all about me. Okay, we will be get in touch on this forum in future as well. Thank you, Arshad bhai.
Yeah, thank you, Shafiq. It was very nice and kind for you to join. Mohammad Ashraf, he's raising his hands. If you want to go next.
Hi. Hi team. Hi, this is Mohammad Arshad, and I'm very new to this community. And I started my career from IT as a technical support engineer. I did some programming languages, and based on those programming languages, I got the job in IT. And I spent almost 6 years there. Then I moved to Dubai. Unfortunately, now I'm not in IT sector. I'm working in a banking industry. And 15 months ago, I made a plan. I had some experiences doing programming languages, so I enrolled PG in the data science, and fortunately I got my last month in the data science, and I'm looking forward to it. And I just want to explore more and more information about SQL, machine learning, data science. That's why I just thought I should join this company.
Okay, thank you. Manju, you're in a next. What is one? Thank you.
Thanks, Arshad. My name is Manju Lithan, and I'm working here in Dubai as a technical manager in one of the product-based company. I have an overall 15 years of experience. So right now, my core experience is being into data engineering field. So our data engineering section is completely on cloud, and we are using a plenty of cloud tools like Databricks, Lakes, and all. Since this is a product-based company, so we have a data science team, and we are working closely with the aviation sector. So we have a lot of data to evaluate. So right now we are working in close with data science team. So as Safiq pointed out, it is main important data analysis. So we want to give our assistance in that one so that we can improve the data analysis, and we can help data scientists in more so they can focus on models, and we can give more accurate data itself. So that's why I'm just more interested to come into data science field, how they are doing the models, and going forward we are looking to integrate AI in cloud regions to increase our business as well in Dubai. Thank you.
Thank you, Manju. Falak, you had raised.
Hi everyone, Falak is here. I just moved here recently in Dubai, and I'm a computer science engineer. And I just want to say that I strongly believe that AI is going to change the world. So in my previous work, I work as IT manager. I worked as a programmer, but now I strongly believe that these things are not enough. World is changing, so we should also change. And I strongly believe that if you want to be successful, then you should be in the company of successful people. So I'm getting new knowledge, and I'm getting enough knowledge, I guess, in data science and the AI community. And I strongly believe that in future, I'm seeing successful people, inshallah, like Sir Arshad, Mr. Patrick, and Himnath ji. So I'm getting enough knowledge, and I'm enjoying after joining this group. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Falak. Anyone else who's left? You can see some people like Athira, Chirag, Lakshmikant. You want to introduce yourself? Someone, can you guys go on mute? I think someone. Ashraf, can you? Yeah, thank you. Who wants to go next? I think, okay, go ahead. You can speak. I can pronounce your name, Samuel. Yeah, go ahead, Samuel.
Oh,
Samuel.
sorry, I don't know. Thank you. Thank you for having me. Hello, can you hear me, please?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead, Samuel.
Oh, yeah, thank you. My name is Samuel. I'm from Nigeria. And in short, I don't know what to say, but because let me just say, I'm just a baby in your midst, because I'm just have interest in data science and another. I just got started and doing something, but I just said, let me join this webinar and let me see a lot of people, their experience, and which is something that I really like. And I'm also open for any opportunity that can come, any guidance and mentors. that can put me through in this field. Please, I really appreciate it. And thank you all. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Samuel. So just one more thing before I wanted to say. So there is a difference between a webinar and a community meeting. So that is what I just want. This is not a webinar. That's why I want to tell again. This is about everyone to talk to about each other and discuss general topics. So that's why people ask me. Some people are asking me, what is the agenda? So for the community meetup, there is a small talk that I gave up initially about what is the purpose of the community and the changing things that are happening about the learning capabilities about AI and data science. But this is not only about me or about a topic. This is about everyone here. All the 18 people who have joined who are talking about their experience. Because see, we all know, we have discussed that we need to learn X, Y, Z, but we also need to talk to each other. Because this is one thing that I and Hemant and Patrick also believe, that people have stopped talking to each other. They have stopped communicating with each other the way we are communicating now. Everyone is stuck in their mobile and laptops. That is not going to help you, take you anywhere. You need to communicate whatever you are doing, whatever is about you. You have to tell about yourself to others so that others know about you. So that's why this is very different from a webinar. And that's why I try to explain this. People think that it is just, you already, if you want to listen to webinars, there are thousands of YouTube videos. Just you can have access to a million of webinars right now. But webinars are only one-way communication. Community meetups is about you. You are getting involved. You are talking, which you will not get in thousands or millions of webinars online. So this is the difference, and that's why I want to promote this, and I want to tell people the difference between. You don't need to get information. When you're coming here, information is just a small byproduct, but it is the way you are talking, you are communicating, you are learning from not only Arshad, you are learning from 18 experienced people out here. Or today we have 18 or people are joining in and joining back, but this is the number that we are going to learn from, and that is what I like to see in the near future. So now back to Chirag. Sorry, Chirag, I took some time from you. Go ahead, Chirag.
Hello everyone, my name is Ankit Patil and I am from India. Currently, I am pursuing BTech in Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. I am studying in second year of my engineering. Currently, I am exploring in data science and machine learning, learning new techniques in data science as well as in machine learning. I have built two projects in data science. One is diabetes prediction, another is cost prediction of a car value. That's it I have done up till now. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chirag. Adib, go ahead, Adib.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Mohammad and from India. I have just recently graduated from my college and want to study abroad, but right now I'm exploring this field and like I joined LinkedIn account and communities which you are providing, and that's actually giving very deep insight that how is everything different from the information is telling on YouTube and any other social media. So that helping a lot, that how data is powerful and how can we use data to build something very fabulous and amazing. So so it is all of that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Adib. I think Athira, I don't know, anyone else who is there and wants to, I don't want to call names, but anyone wants to, you can just unmute and talk. Yeah, Athira.
Hi, sir. Good day to everyone. I'm happy to be part of this community. I'm a fresher, so I'm working as a data scientist in a startup. So in the startup, like I'm very new to the field. So everyone around me are all freshers too, but they are very young, like they graduated. But wherein like I had few years of gap. So I had difficulties to implement whatever I've learned. So I was struggling in the process of implementing whatever I've learned, because like once we start going in a company, they always expect the output within a span of time. So IT culture was completely new to me. So when they've asked me for the output, I always used to get nervous, because I couldn't implement whatever I wanted to. So somewhere I felt I should be fast enough to implement. So people around me started to use ChatGPT these days, even for the data preparation and everything. So ChatGPT gives a result for everything. So when I was struggling to clean the data and do everything, they used ChatGPT and completed everything, and they were on time for everything. So ChatGPT started to give output for everything and anything. So I think these days, like using ChatGPT provides solution for everything, and I would like to be part of the team and know more and keep learning things. So yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Anyone else is there? I think if they want. People are asking for ID and password on WhatsApp. So it is, I think it's a direct link worked, right? If when you click the direct link on WhatsApp, it opens this, correct? Did any one of you join through the direct link that I put it on the WhatsApp, or you're joining it through your email?
Yes, it's fine.
It worked, right? From the directly from the WhatsApp. That you don't ask for
Yeah,
any ID.
it's I joined directly from the WhatsApp.
Yeah,
Okay,
it worked.
okay.
That's how I got in.
Okay, someone was asking, that's why I was just confirming about the. So anyone else who wants to introduce themselves, who has left? I don't know, Shalini, I know maybe.
It may be if you don't have Zoom
Uh,
on your computer, first time it'll ask you to install it and then create an account. So maybe that's the reason why it's asking for a username and password.
Yeah, maybe, they're asking for meeting ID room. Sometimes they ask for media ID room and passcode. That is there. Okay, Shalini, sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I cut you across.
That's perfectly fine. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shalini, and I am staying in a place which is called Ruiz, which is 350 kilometers from Abu Dhabi. No, from Dubai. And here it's a very small community. It's a very remote area. And I'm working in one of the colleges as an administration. But I really want to do the transition and into data science, wants to learn AI, because this is really fascinating me. And so thanks to Mr. Arshad, that because of you getting at least get to know certain things, and yeah, I've started digging and really hope that I'll come up to the level of data science and all. So I've just started it, but wants to use this Power BI because we have a lot of data when it comes to, we have many students, so we have a lot of data. So actually I want to I want to excel in data science, but then it is just a baby steps which I'm taking it. So I would like to thank this community and looking forward for more information and to update myself. Thank you.
Thank you, Shalini. Anyone else wants to introduce? I think Lakshmikant is left. If you want, then or else I will. I think okay. If whenever you want to speak, maybe if you're in a position to speak, just you can unmute and speak. This is open to anyone to dive in as well. Right. Cool. So I think some few people are still joining in, but so as Shalini also, she's the second time she's joining in. And see, the one of the purpose I told, other than the, I don't want to talk about technical skills, because here whoever are here on the call, they know about AI and data science at least little bit. They know about it. They have an understanding about this. And it is very, very important when people ask about roadmaps, people ask about how to learn about AI and data science. What are the steps? It is for every person, for every individual, the roadmap is different. Why I tell this is, see, there are few skills that are really important, but I think in the initial part, I told three things are really important. One is the attention span. How for you to focus on what are the things you need to focus on. Attention span, giving a good attention span of at least 30 to 40 hours for a technology. completely so that you know it well. That is missing. That has to be developed. And that is very, very important for you to know anything. Second is your why part. You should be very clear. Like now, Shalini told that she wants to start using no Excel, no Power BI, and start doing something on the student data that is there. So she has a very strong why. Now she will know a path that she needs to focus on these two tools first. Once she knows that, then only she will do something else. So this is very, very important. And the third one, I told, and Hemant also, I think he has left, but the communication thing. These calls, people don't understand the importance of this, because some of the skills that will take you 2-3 months to learn. Excel, Power BI will take you 2-3 months to learn. Python will take you some time. But communication, the way you are communicating, the way, because in data science and AI, you are doing an analysis. That analysis has to be presented to someone in a very, you can say, and it's a streamless manner, because that is very important in any business, because you do a lot of hard work. If Shafiq and Patrick, whoever are experienced, will understand with me, but how you communicate that, and that is very, very important as well. But I don't, so that's why the session, also the talk that I wanted to do for today is, in this age, people ask how to learn AI and data science, because why should ChatGPT is doing all the work, but that is not the case, right? These three things that I told you, you have to develop that. You need to first, it is a very personal story for every 16 people here. What is their journey? What are the immediate things that they need to focus on? And don't just focus on a job. That if you have a focus of a job, then you will not go anywhere. You need to focus on a project. Any project that you want to do, for that project, what all skills you need to have. One by one, learn those skills and then use those skills and do that project. Put that project in your resume and profile, and that will make you confident, that will make you employable, and that is going to you can say distinguish you. And the third thing is how you are communicating, right? So this is why I told the difference between a webinar and a community meetup is, community meetups are also to meet great people and also to talk, to communicate. And I'm sure more and more people will understand this, because ChatGPT may do your all the manual work and everything. It will do it for you. It will automate the things for you. But who will communicate? Will a bot communicate for you, or you have to communicate yourself? Right. This is online as well as physical meetups as well. When you're meeting physically in an office or you're meeting online, that thing, AI and generative AI, as till now, that cannot be replaced. And I'm sure in the future also this, because humans have to come, the only way to humans talk to each other or is through communication. It can be written. Written nowadays is not so important because ChatGPT is generating all the content, but how you communicate, how you bring about thoughts. I think Athira is raising her hand. Do you want to add anything, Athira? Or you are raising just by...
Sir, yes, sir. Like, I'm so sorry to interrupt. I didn't want to.
Go ahead. This is not about me. I would be very happy from the next session to sit behind and someone come. So someone take a topic. The way I took a topic, today's topic was ways to learn AI and data science in today's, because this is the question many people are asking. So this was the topic. So I was doing the talk, and I will request any of you, if you want, please, like Shafiq, if you want to discuss a topic for 15 to 20 minutes. If anyone here, Patrick, you want to discuss, whoever, any topic, it can be a learning for anyone. We are open to that. I'll put it on WhatsApp as well. But whoever have joined the call, any learning you want to share, 20 minutes. It is called. You can please go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Athira.
Yes, sir. Being a fresher now, being employed, like sir, you said while in the conversation, project is very important. But these days, even for entry level, people are asking for 1 to 3 years of experience. Even for a junior level, people are asking for 3 to 5 years of experience. So if they expect 3 to 5 years of experience and 1 to 3 years of experience for an entry level and junior level, just by doing project, how can a normal candidate get into a organization and then start or get a project? Like just having the project within, like the basic level of getting into a company itself is like having 3 to 5 years of experience or 1 to 3 years of experience. Like will the project alone make us to go inside a organization, or like how should a candidate as a fresher get into organization as a data scientist with only with projects, sir?
So yeah,
Thank you
so
so
I
much.
yeah, thank you for this question. Comes most of the times, and the simple answer is, that's why I told, don't focus on a job, focus on a project. And project is not the project you do from Kaggle, right? It is a project that you have identified a solution and you are building it end to end. It can be a prototype or an MVP that can also be commercially viable. I have talked a lot about this in my webinars, but I'll just quickly tell you, don't go for job descriptions. Job descriptions are just a formality. I had just had a session with one of my clients where I had gone through that. She was very upset that she has applied for more than 200 jobs on LinkedIn. Not even one reply has come. So never expect, that is just a formality. That is a job description is not even typed by the person who's hiring. It is just it's a role, it's a formality, it is just put there. Go for a project that you think has done completely, you have done with a prototype, with an end-to-end solution. Put it in your resume, put it in your profile. If it is interesting, if it is if it reaches the correct person who sees that and understand that you know end-to-end, so that is much more important than a 5 years experience where you have just done reporting. So that is the thing, and I request you to think in that way. That's why never think about, you don't see the job descriptions and just focus on a job. That's why I remove that. Remove the focus of a job for now. Think about a good project, because that is in your hands. I told before also, seeing job description and applying to companies is not a solution, because you know it is just a formality and thousands of people apply and no one even sees your profiles. So that is not the way. You have to you have to be noticed. You have to do something to make a good project and try to get your resume to the correct person through, it can be through anything. It can be through LinkedIn, it can be through referrals. That is a different topic. I don't want to, I talk a lot about this in webinars. So this, I hope I helped that answer you, Athira. Anyone?
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else has anything they wants to add about?
Yeah, I will do.
Patrick?
I will do.
Yeah,
So
go ahead, Patrick.
it's a really tough at the beginning in that sense, because companies here are unrealistic. They expect you to have 3 years of experience, as you said, and they don't pay very well, and it's getting your foot in the door is very hard. So one thing you can do is add, and I completely agree with Arshad, that you should start working on your own projects and publish those projects on the platforms like GitHub or whatever, just to show that you're working on something, right? Second is, if you are interested in a particular industry that you want a career out of, right, in the future, whether it's banking or insurance or retail or logistics or whatever, start learning that before. Don't wait for other people to train you. You've got to take the initiative and train yourself. You can read up, there's plenty of material out there on the internet to learn about any industry, because half the battle is learning the terminology. Okay. Once you have that, and you can also approach companies and say, and if you have the financial means to do so, this is what I'm doing. These are the projects I've been involved with myself. I will come and work for you for free for 3 months as an intern, because you need to show you've got the goal of that is so that you can show on your CV that you worked there for 3-6 months or whatever, to get, if you have the financial means to not have income for 3 to 6 months, then offer yourself. into any company, and most companies will take you on because obviously it's you know, if you're offering yourself for free, then there's no cost to them and it's an extra resource, and the goal for you is to get some kind of letter at the end of it saying, giving you a reference. That's the worst case. The best case is they love you so much they don't hire you because they can see the value you're doing. So I know it's very tough at the beginning. This is a suggestion I would make. So as I said, three things. As Arshad said, build your own projects and put them somewhere where people can see them on GitHub or whatever, and refer to them in interviews and letters and on your LinkedIn profiles. Offer your learn the language of the industry that you're interested in working in. Yeah, because you know, everybody has their own terminology. I've worked in banking, I've worked in airlines, I've worked in and you know, it takes years. It takes well at least 6 months to get comfortable. If you're smarter than me, you probably are. It takes a long time to get to know all the industry words and how it all works. I cannot stress enough how important it is to learn the industry, because machine learning and data science are very powerful. They can show you the relationship between different sets of variables, but they won't show you a causality. The causality comes from understanding the industry, right? So, you know, so many times in the past, people have said, "Oh, I run all this machine learning data," and it's come. You know, there's a clear relationship between these two sets of variables, but it's just coincidence. It's a mathematical trick. If you don't understand the industry as well, then you can't prove a causality. And any good manager in a company should ask for proof of causality. If you come to them and say, "We've done this analysis and this and this and this has been shown," they will ask you to prove it. Why is that happening? And the only way you can prove it is understanding industry and doing testing. Yeah, to prove you're giving them a hypothesis based on a set of results from data analysis. You've got to prove the cause as well. You only get that from understanding the industry. All right. So, and the third thing is offer yourself, if you have a financial means to do so, then offer yourselves as an intern for 3 to 6 months. In my opinion, companies here should pay for interns. Okay, that's just my opinion, even if it's only a small amount of money, but they should do. Of course, it doesn't happen. Most of them look at it as a freebie, but at least you'll get, you know, some experience and a letter of recommendation of somebody that you can put on your CV, or best case, they'll recruit you because you're doing such a good job. That's my advice.
Yeah, thank you, Patrick. When you were talking, I just shared, because what you say and is very, very relevant, and I tell all my people who I talk to. And this is a just quick chart, just because you were talking about it, I just wanted to show this. So as Patrick has summarized it at all, domain and industry is something people say that I'm fresher, I don't have any domain, but anything that you like, pick it up and read about that domain and industry, because that is very important to understand the data. Like Shalini is from the education background, so she knows, she has student data access. So she is very good in that domain. I think Manju, she told she is in some other domain. Whoever talked about their domain, whatever they are working in, that is a good place to start, but you can always take any other new domain that you're interested in and learn about those things. And the data science skills that are there, we all use this in most of the projects that I tell about: Excel, Power BI, SQL, Python, statistics, basic statistics. These things are used in any project that you are doing. And this is even as Shafiq told, right? Any data analysis that you are doing, these things will be used more and more. ML will be only used for a specific project. You will only use 1 or 2 ML for that particular specific project that you are doing, and that also if required. So, and then you need to have an internship. Patrick told the method. Try to do first of all your project. See, when you say internship, it is good if you have an option. If anyone is giving you an internship in a real company, it is very good, but generally they also look for experience. How you can build your own experiences by doing an internship. How you can do an internship is by building your own project. Your own project, which is an MVP. Think about a end-to-end business problem that you are solving. using the data science and AI skills that you have learned. It can be even a small POC or a small MVP that you can put it in your resume with an outcome. So before I move further, I just wanted to see, I tell there are two things that are really important. That are, one is your project that you are building, whatever you are doing, having a name. Someone asked, what project should I do? I cannot answer. You depends upon your interest, upon your what you are doing, because this is nothing from Kaggle or nothing that is already available. Something that is unique to Chirag. That is something that is unique to anyone who wants to build a project, and you can defend your project to anyone. So you need to be, it has to be very, very specific. So there is no, if you want, there are thousands of lists that is already been done online. You can search it, but you need to do something different. And now and the second thing is you need to, I always advocate practice. And what is the best way to practice is, yeah, someone told HR consultancy, someone told telecom, those industries, whatever you are, try to become experts in those industries, because it takes time and you already have access to that. So you know the terminologies, you know the things that are there. Okay, and so now coming to the second thing that I tell, practice and how to keep people motivated. So one of the things I know I am trying to do in this community is pushing people to practice. How? One way is hackathons, that is monthly hackathons, and second is challenges. I know it is challenges are a very small way to motivate you guys, but I have just kept a price of just as a don't do the challenges for the price, because that is just a small thing, but it is a practice. Every day I religiously put it on the Discord and on the WhatsApp. Sometimes I miss on the WhatsApp, but every day I have a Python challenge. I put it on my LinkedIn company page, right? People may think it is silly every day, but you need to practice. You need to have that habit that you need to see Python or an SQL. Try to practice that. Whoever wants to learn, some people in the call don't want to learn SQL and Python, that is fine, but these are the two programming languages you need to have. So that is one way I put. And I have been trying to push people to do challenges, and today I have with us Adib. He is and let me go here, and I really thank Adib, and he is the winner for this week to answer all the Python challenges correctly. And thank you, Adib. He's also there in the call. I requested him to join, and this particular thing weekly, whoever is answering correctly and the most number of times, I will try to motivate them. I know the price is just any course. I will after this call I will send him an email about the coupon code. He can access any course he can take. But the thing is, this is he has been religiously answering. At least he answered 5 to 6 questions, and I thank you for that. And keep that momentum on. Everyone on the call who's really interested, and I want to even tell this in the group, but people who joined, who are even try to practice it. If you are not able to answer it, try to Google, try to see what is the answer and try to participate, because it will keep you running, it will keep your mind running. Because as a data scientist and as a profession, we are always surrounded by Python and SQL, and you have to be quick in that. So I think Shafiq will agree with me about this, that you we have to be always on which code to use, what to use, because in the real scenario, you know, we have the knowledge, but what to use at that scenario is going to come when you practice these challenges and all those things. So I hope, Adib, you continue answering the challenges till but thank you for that. I just wanted to congratulate him on this forum. Every Friday will be the cutoff. Friday evening will be the cutoff, and I will be announcing every week and this particular winner, and I will be sending him a separate code for any of the courses. So now people will say the courses that are there are right now There are basic, everyone knows my academy. If not, I will put it on the chat. Also, I'm working on launching generative AI courses. 3 courses are there in the pipeline. I have announced this in the group, and I am not just pushing it right now because I want to make sure that at least I give something that is different from the things that are there. So let me just so that is the thing. So I will, so these are the 3 things I'm working on, and I promised people about this: introduction to generative AI for data science, and introduction to prompt engineering. These are the three things. Maybe by next week I'm trying to push it. I have been telling that I'm working on it, but I have to do a lot of research before I put everything online about this. This is very this is also important for businesses as well, and also for people who want to understand this concept, but it is not going to take us anywhere from the conventional thing that we have told earlier on, from these things. But why I showed you that is, many people have been asked in the community also, when are you launching your generative AI courses? I have 3 in pipeline. I may launch maybe next week the first one, and then simultaneously I will do the other ones. But it is not going to go away. This framework that Patrick and I told you will never go away. Generative AI can just be a small component that may help you traverse the other things quickly, but the foundations will always remain the same. The one that we are showing you in this slide. The other things will keep coming. Like you could also see that one cloud, AWS SageMaker is one of the things that also I talk about. These are just additional features for people who are interested to know those things. But the basic foundation you can see in the screen will be this. You need to know this. But the other things that are there are important as well, according to your situation and your thing that is there. So I will request, I think we are over the call, but this call will continue. People who want to log in, I will give 5-10 minutes more. And I will encourage people to participate more in these challenges that are there, in the SQL Python challenges. The hackathon, I know people don't know much about the hackathon, but the hackathon is there on the Discord. And this month's hackathon, the ending date is 31st May. And it is a very simple hackathon. We have a tie-up with Pact for 2 free physical books that are there, who are going to do this particular hackathon. So it is a very interesting hackathon about visualization using open data. That is there. How we can get it, can be any scenarios. I have talked about this in my LinkedIn as well, in my company page, a complete detail about what type of projects that you can take, any open data that is available. So let me just go. Yeah, this one.
Mr. Arshad, if you don't mind, can I ask you something, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
Shalini here again.
Yeah, go ahead,
Mr.
Shalini.
Arshad, now since I'm starting up something with, of course, we are using Excel on a day-to-day basis, and looking forward to learn Power BI. I'm in the process of taking as I told you, taking a baby steps now. Is it possible that apart from what you are putting the competition for Python, I don't want any competition, anything of that sort, but what I'm looking for, if you can put certain questions related to Excel or to Power BI, which will motivate a person like me, to learn more about it and to able to, I don't want anything of that sort, that a competition. I don't want anything of that sort that I put my answers in the group or this. It's like a motivation to learn more, and so that if you put certain questions related to Excel and Power BI, it will help me to
Sure.
go for it.
Thank you for that. So for that only, I was sharing my screen. This visual hackathon is basically the same thing. I can put the link also in the group here. So this is basically visual hackathon. Visual means visualization. So using Power BI, Tableau, whatever it is, I'm not tool specific, anything you can use and build so this is a hackathon. This is a little bit a bigger type of challenge. For Excel challenges and all those things, I can introduce something. So what I will suggest you, because see, the thing is, coding is programming language, and coding is a very different skill. Excel is a also it's not that technical, right? So that thing you need to do by practice. Maybe in what I can do is in this, if you have access to, can you see my Discord? If you can see my screen.
Yes, I
Yeah.
can.
So if you need, so what I can do is I can start one, maybe I can start one data analysis here. Data analysis, simple data analysis challenge, and I can put here, like whatever you are saying, the thing, giving a small data set and asking for you to do a, so that is one thing I can do. But the bigger picture is the hackathon that is here. The hackathon that if you can go to this link I've shared here, you need to make a visualization. So you need to use a Power BI. So that is the way and that we can do. And let me think, maybe after this call, I will think how can I give also Excel challenges, because Excel challenges is one thing that I can think about and how to put it. Because the problem in Excel challenges, I cannot just put, I need to share you a data also, right? So how can I do that in a proper way? I need to think about it, because see, in Python hackathon, what is there? The code is there, the snippet is there, and you need to just take the snippet and give an answer. But for Excel, I need to give the data to you as well. So I need to think about it. Let me give me some
really
time.
appreciate it, but I really appreciate, Mr. Arshad. Don't want to trouble you by asking for the data, but certain things which like I really want something motivation for me to go into this transition phase. So don't want to trouble you, but if anything can be done,
No, I will
for
think
sure,
about
please,
it.
looking
People
forward.
see, the thing is, yeah, I will think about it and how to make it accessible to general, because see, Python and SQL, maybe some suggestion from the community here who are there in the call can give. How can I, like for Python and SQL, I'm giving code snippets. For SQL, what I did is I also gave an assessment link. So for SQL, I had given one solution, but people did not do this much. There was a platform called Strata Scratch, which gave us a month. So it is a simulation of a real SQL database wherein you can write the code and you can practice. This is available for SQL. So I had put it in the group. For Excel, I will search if anything is there like this, the way it is meant. The platform is there for SQL and for Python. Something if it is there for Excel and Power BI, some challenges like which is in web format. If it, I will search and I will put it there. If anyone else in the call has any solution, and if they find anything that they are using for, especially for Excel and Power BI, can share it to me as well, so that people like Shalini can get benefited for that as well. Any more people, any more questions? I had told the part from my side and I talked about this, and thank you, Adib. I will be taking your email ID and sending you across the thing, and I will request people, yeah, for coding. This is basically a coding challenge, if I can tell like that. I will think something about data analysis challenge, but for data analysis, that's why we have a hackathon. You can also look at the hackathon details, and you can try to build visualizations accordingly. So any other suggestions? Now I just wanted to ask people whoever are there in the call, any feedbacks about the timings, about the how what, because few of the people are asking me to do it on a because some of my people in the community are in the US time zone, US and Canada time zone, many of them, to be honest. So they are asking me to do something in the evening. So just wanted to know one time is Saturday morning, Saturday, what we are doing now, Saturday afternoon, because Patrick is available at this time. Sunday, I feel, is family time. And what is your thoughts about Saturday evening? So evening in the sense around India time 7 p.m., Dubai time around 6 p.m. so that people from US can also join. I am keeping it in a, I have put the poll. I put the poll on the group. Just let me know, because I have I had tried to do weekends. Weekdays are for work. Weekdays are for work, so I don't want to touch your weekdays. Sunday, I also prefer. Let me see because some people, some of the community members are working on a Saturday, like on a Sunday, like people from Oman and Saudi, they are working on Sunday. So that's why I think no one has selected Sunday also. So we have a good number for evening and a good number for afternoon. So maybe we will see next event. We can just do one event in the evening and see how many people from US and Canada time zones are joining. And any more suggestions, please kindly let me know how to improve this meeting. And one more request is anyone on the call, Patrick or anyone else who want to take any topic, Shafiq, if you want to take a simple small topic about your learning, it can be a simple Python hack or any hack that you feel 10-15 minutes that you want to share with the community that will help them as well. It can be good. So what is this particular model I'm trying? I want to keep 1 minute introductions because this is a very good way for us to know each other. Every time whoever joins 1 minute introduction, so maximum 20 to 25 people will join. So we'll keep 30 minutes for introduction, 20 minutes for the talk, and the rest 10-15 minutes or maybe extra for, maybe it can go like we are going extra now for the question, answers, feedback. So the people who are really interested to give their suggestions the rest of the time. So that will be the operation, the format that I'm thinking of, but I'm open to any more suggestions of thank you, Shalini, for giving the idea about Excel data challenges. I will think about that as well. Athira, you want to speak something? Yeah, go ahead. You're open. You can, now we are open. People are free to leave. People are free to talk. Unmute yourself and talk. I'll be here for 10-15 minutes more. You wanted to tell something, Athira?
Hi, sir. Yes, sir. Like you, like in the initial conversation, it was being told that communication is very important for a data scientist. Sir, other than Python and knowing SQL and communication, is there any other skill that a fresher or a candidate has to be having?
Forget, yeah, see, I'm not talking about, forget Python SQL. That is not a skill. That is a technical thing. I leave that. You can learn. 3 things I want to repeat again. Technical, you will, that list will never go on, Athira. Right now, I'm talking Python, SQL. I showed you there is more than 100 technologies and tools and technologies you need to know. If you, that is, the list will never end. The only 3 things that are important is attention span, your why you want to do that, and third is your how you are communicating that. See, because tools and technologies will keep going. Python, to be honest, still I don't know Python completely. I have used Python for more than 10 years. I think now Shafiq is here in the call. When I joined the team, I was a SAS expert. I had worked in SPSS. That team, I had to learn R. So Shafiq was an expert in R. I did not know R at all. So I learned R, everything on the job. And then after few years, R also went off. Python came in. And to be honest, I don't know, Python is also going to go away in some time. Some other language like Julia will come there in place. So don't focus on tools and technologies, focus on these skills that I'm telling you, attention span, your why you're doing this. It should be very, very important. It should not just be that I want good to know. If you have that attitude that good to know, then it will not go. You need to have a very strong why. And the third thing is communication is very, very important. So you will understand that most of the times that I doing interview, even if the person is technically strong, but he's not able to communicate, he doesn't have the correct attitude, because that you will come to know about that. And those are the things that really matters in a team. If you want to build a team, those things really, really matter. Now, someone tells English. Is English important? English, because I am based out of Dubai. I am based of UAE. We have people from different nationalities, and English is a common mode of, you can say, communication. But if you are based out completely in India, you have clients only in India, then Hindi to English will cannot be, it's okay, it can be discounted. But if you are, but in big companies or even in small companies who have clients outside India, or even in India, if you have a team that is from South India, you cannot communicate. You need to communicate in English is like you can say a universal language for communication, and you need to have that. I hope I answered your question, Athira.
Yes, sir. So, like, can you please help with what is attention span?
Attention span. I think you joined late. Okay. Attention span, again, I will repeat. The recording is again there on YouTube and everywhere, but I'll repeat. Having a strong focus on one thing and finishing that, learning that. Attention span. Nowadays, people are moving from X to Y, Y to Z. They are not mastering one technique and technology for doing their work. That is attention span. This is the biggest problem of this, the information age we are in right now. Right? Having a good attention span, focusing and finishing one thing. See, to be honest, I don't know more than 50. I know 50% Excel, 50% SQL, 50% Python, 50% the other thing. I still am not an expert in most of the things. So according to what you have to do, you need to learn that. You need to spend some time and learn that so that you are confident about that. I know it is a big thing. It is but that is very, very important. Having an attention span, and see, nowadays we all are getting distracted, right? Everyone thinks that they are engineers right now. They have studied so hard. They have done their competition. Now they have time to relax and enjoy and get distracted. But that is not the way if you want to be in AI and data science field, because every day things are changing. It is not an easy field to be in. If people think it is very fancy, but it is not easy, because you're seeing what is happening. Superficially, we all tell that we know. Superficially, everyone tells that we know machine learning. But when we start asking 3 questions, 4 questions, we understand how much we are in water. So that is why we need to have a good attention span and focus and learn the things, however it is, but you need to have the tick mark. Now I know linear regression completely now. I know Excel, I know VBA, I know all these things, I know it. You can answer any questions for that. Have that, finish that one by one, keep finishing everything. So that is attention. I hope I answered your question, Athira. Cool. So any more suggestions, any more things that you guys have, please add. I think people who want to leave can also leave the call. And thank you everyone for joining. Because why I tell attention span, I don't tell about this a lot outside, because we are a small community meetup. I'm telling you this because many of my clients and students, they keep jumping from AWS, from Excel, from GCP. Now everyone is asking about generative AI. And I did not want to do a course on generative AI and prompt engineering, to be honest. But 50% of my clients are asking that. When are you going to release generative AI courses? You see, I had released a Python assessment on our group. Only 10 people gave the Python assessment. Okay, on the group. Generative AI assessment, you believe how many people gave the assessment? In our group, WhatsApp community, out of 600, 300 people gave that assessment. And I will share in the next community meeting the average score that was there. But you see the difference? Python assessment, only 10 people gave, which is the much more important than the generative AI assessment. Generative AI assessment, 300 people gave. So you tell me, what should I focus on?
So Arshad, I must congratulate you for the patience and the kind of specific the way you're guiding. I think it's very, very I would say commendable. I would simply say that if we look at basically the format, and I think the format probably, if we look at 20-25 minutes for introductions, and then of course we focus on a few topics, I think it'll be great to start with. But at some point of time, maybe if we actually have some topics of interest, and again, it has to be in some ways democratized. Some people need to take the initiative to share, on specific areas. But at some point, you might actually have, maybe a project introductions or some, maybe more detailed, kind of overview of how they did certain projects. because that will be a very good utilization of time, and everybody will learn, from what somebody is doing, whether it's a client or whatever. So that's something I would recommend. Otherwise, great initiative. Thank you.
Sure. Thanks so much. So that is the plan. So I actually, to be honest, I do two. If many people who know me, I do 2 webinars in a week. I want to again tell, webinar and community meetup is separate. So 2 webinars, I just want to tell you guys who are there on. Most of you are there on NAS.io. One is an audio event on a Tuesday or a Wednesday evening. Can be around 6 o'clock Dubai time, 7:30 India time. It's an audio event where I discuss a topic. And right now, the topic is our famous generative AI, mostly because that is the buzzword that people are really interested to know. And sometimes about AI careers are also. It depends. That I keep updating the calendar. And the second one more is on a Thursday evening, and a Saturday morning or something like that, wherein I talk about a particular complete end-to-end something, a webinar, a 40 to 45 minutes webinar for any topic. And maybe right now I am doing it. I will request people in the community who also want to share that. Yeah, I also did one interview and a podcast. I generally do podcasts. So Priya, she has a generative AI tool, conversational AI tool. She had joined us. I had that record, I think 2 weeks back. So we had that also as an initiative where she walked through her product. So I will also request people who are there. Maybe I will invite guests or also people. First, I want to get this going, this community meetups, people coming, talking about that. Then we can, I have already requested people who please WhatsApp me if you want to take 15-20 minutes. First, you can take 15-20 minutes, start with that. And then if you have something for an 40 to 45 minutes, we can also have a webinar wherein you can completely take that as a second step if you want to share something about your project, about your product. So that is a thing that I have in mind, Sumit. Thank you for that. And we will do more of this. So today is the 3rd meeting. I just wanted to add that. And today's meeting is, we were trying out different things, but I will think now from the 4th meeting, things will be a little more, it will continue. We will have the winner announcement as well as a part of the practice for 2 minutes, congratulating the winner of the challenge that is there for the last week. So we need to we need to put systems in place for anything that is there. So, and it's also helping me also being accountable. Like designing a Python challenge daily is also not easy, right? I spend time in doing that. And I request people also to utilize that opportunity for doing that. And Patrick, you wanted to add something?
Yeah, I was just thinking, I would suggest maybe we need to divide it up. So, okay, so 1 session per week is a deeply technical session whereby you get down to Python and you have a look at particular problems, how they're solved in Python. You talk about different aspects of Python, et cetera, et cetera. The second one would be the so that would be the theoretical foundations type session, yeah? And the second one would be business applications so that would be where your generative AI would come in. That would be where you would look at particular data problems in typical industries maybe, and how you would approach them, and people could share their experience. So somebody's in the banking industry that's looking at transactional data for a bank account or something, or just off the top of my head, or ticketing information for an airline or whatever. And then the third one would be general community, like just open discussions about maybe the market for data science jobs in the UAE and all these other things, just talking about how to progress forward. Maybe divide it up into those 3 sessions and run them at different times during the week.
Yes. That is there, Patrick. Yeah, we have to, and also, yes, I and Patrick will also, because most of us are, not most of us, some of us, I will say, are based out of Dubai, UAE. So having a physical meeting. So now I'm just seeing the numbers. Maybe next week, Patrick, we can also have a physical meetup. I know whoever can join. We will start doing that. Online is happening already. Monthly, 1 physical meetup as well. People who are in the UAE or Dubai, Abu Dhabi. So that is also one way of also doing that, and also having a plan, as you told, And if we have volunteers, that will be very nice. People can share about one particular domain like retail or e-commerce or anything that is there that they have some you can say there's some information that is not easily available online. To be honest, we all know that things are available online, but how to present it in a structured manner is the most important thing. How to connect the dots and how to give a small story that what are the things that are important and it's a very good thing that you can learn from each other. So that is, we can surely discuss maybe Patrick later on offline, we can discuss something and plan something sessions like this. But as I told you, I needed to put some system in place, at least minimum things like 1 minute introduction, a 20 minutes talk. If no one is telling anything, no one is volunteering, then I have a lot of talks because I keep giving webinars and talks. So I will have anything to add that is there. And the third part will be announcement of the winners for that particular week, because that is a minimum standard, and then we can innovate. We can have theoretical sessions, we can have more experience sharing and all those things as well.
Well, I think if you've got like under 15 people on the call, everybody introducing themselves is fine, but anything more than that, it just takes up a long time for everybody to introduce themselves. Yes, I would rather if, when they're contributing, then they say who they are the first time they contribute in the meeting. So like if we're chatting about something and they want to talk, then they should say, hi, my name's Thing and I work on this.
So yeah, thank you, Patrick. So the thing is, till to be honest, we are having these sessions initially. I know few people personally, like I know you, I know Hemant, I know Sumit, but other people, we are just, you can say, people know me from LinkedIn and they don't know me personally. So maybe in the initial days when we are small, right, when we are up to 20, that's why I told 20 to 25. Till that time, we will have mandatory introduction for everyone who wants to speak. After that, we will reduce it. If the numbers increase, if the number increases, then we can have something like that. But for now, I know Athira, I know Falak, so I know Mohammad. So I know as we go and have more and more meetings. So this is the third meeting. First meeting, 6 people came. Second meeting, 8 people came. Today on an average, 18 people on and off. So it is slowly growing. And now slowly, I'm also knowing some people who are regular. And then maybe that introduction may not. So I will have a familiarity. So now at least I know, I will know whoever in the call, at least I will know 10 people, at least that I have talked to, I have seen them or I have heard them. So maybe that introduction we can phase out to not mandatory, only voluntarily. We can only take 10 to 20 introductions or whatever. Whenever people are asking some question, then they can just, before asking, they can tell I am so and so, I am from this, I have this much experience, and then they can ask the question.
Sir, I want to ask something from you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, go ahead, Ashraf.
Yeah, I just want to get some, practice. If you have prepared some topics on which I can make myself ready and make some project, because really I need something to practice on, sir.
So
like
the first thing, the first thing is the challenges. Whatever challenges, everything you do it. And then projects, you have to select something on your own, which I told it is very personal. But first thing is challenges that are there. You can go to the Discord page. All the challenges are there. Start doing every day. Start doing one by one. That is the best way to practice. And that is Patrick. So the thing I was telling, this is fine, right? We can do that. We can have till we are a little comfortable.
So have you, sir, have you made some project or have you made some topics wherein I can make practice and make myself ready for the interviews, or I can make myself more strong in terms of machine learning, SQL or Python. So I want to get some topic so that I can practice.
Okay, I told earlier also there are a lot of topics that are available online. But if you are doing a project, so what is the purpose of doing a project? Is it learning or is it to put in a resume? So according
No,
to that,
I just want to learn first, sir.
okay, then you just ping. I will just put a link. Maybe just remind me. I'll give you a link, or you can Google also. You can Google also. There are thousands, as I told you, right? If you want to practice, then Kaggle is the best way. Go to Kaggle. See, there are a lot of projects that people have solved. See that and then replicate that. So that is the way only for practice. But
Can you please type in the chat box, sir? What is that name?
it is Kaggle. I will type it there. Okay. Yeah. So Patrick, sorry, I was telling you this thing. Sorry, Ashraf. Any more questions? I hope I answered you.
Yes.
Well, I was wondering. I just had an idea off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Not maybe initially, but ultimately, if we could get some open source data that is relevant to things going on in Dubai or the UAE, could we build a team project about analyzing that data? And the code will be published on GitHub or something like that, and the results and the data, so that we officially record who was involved with that project, so they can then all refer it as experience in a real world project.
Exactly, Patrick. I was just thinking about the same thing.
Yeah, that's relevant to Dubai or UAE. So there is open source data available on various websites and the government websites.
Yeah, and I think I will just say, I'll just second what you just mentioned. I think also linking it back to what you mentioned earlier about a theoretical session, basically a business application session, and probably a community meetup session. So to me, when we look at, there could be different audiences for this, but frankly, the business application session, there might be some, kind of sectors in which people can present the problems they're facing. For example, I can say something about healthcare. I'm sure there are some others who probably can share about retail or whatever sector there is. Now that could be, a good way to say, look, this is something which a project team could be formed. It's a team project. This is an important enough area to consider and think about. We have some open data sources or something. And we basically, get good experience, given to the team members about this.
You might even be able to approach one of the government departments, as long as the data is anonymized. They might even be willing. I'm not saying now, but because I'm pretty sure the DHA, the health authority, has open source data, the MOH and Dubai Tourism Authority. So we just need to go out there, investigate, and see what's available. So.
No, totally. I absolutely agree. And I think we've talked to DHA. I was referring to a project that I'm currently trying to do on hybrid formation on AI-based chatbot. I'm seeing there are multiple such projects which can be probably, shared and decided, saying this seems to be useful. And then there is a lot of learning that comes in, and it becomes so much more productive for everybody, because there is, actually speaking, a real expansion of your, of your learning. And what I think I should refer to about saying, you should have a constant learning attitude. So to me, that's hugely powerful and really help, the team.
So yeah, that is a very good idea. So you can, guys who are actually, this is a very good platform for like you guys who have experience. They have a need, like people. Sumit mentioned one need. He wants to make a habit formation type of ChatGPT, like a conversational AI that helps in habit formation. So any of you here who wants to build a project, you can try to connect with him and try to maybe work on a project with him. He can give you the context, business context, and you can do the technical work, and it will be a project and internship for you as well. So this is a very good platform. We can think about this in more ways, where in business applications, people talk about a business problem, what they're trying to solve as a POC, and someone who wants a project, because this is going to be a very good way. But for this to get onto this, I'm sure there is a lot of learnings, but it is going to be a learning path for the student or the people who want to learn also, and the business application people who want to solve the business problem. So it can be a win-win situation for both of them. And we can do something like this. And also what Patrick
I might be able to help with a group to help prepare people to find jobs, in the sense of, because I've been in business for 30 years. I can certainly run some sessions to help people better place themselves in a better position to help them find work, not just soft skills as well as hard skills. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, that is the thing. But this is a very good idea. So one idea, what open project is one idea. We can talk about it in the Discord. We can talk about like the business applications that sessions that are there. People who are actually have small businesses and they want to build.
Yeah, I
go
mean,
ahead,
the
Patrick.
whole generative AI stuff. I mean, there are many ways of using that in your job. I mean, I've got people I know who are using it to write all their business emails now.
Yeah.
And it works. And they've had people have responded to them saying the quality of your emails have gone. So even simple things like that and the productivity gains. Of course, you have to be careful. You have to make sure you have to check the facts that ChatGPT is spurting out. But just simple productivity gains at work is amazing. Yeah. We can talk about how ChatGPT can create your CV for you, that kind of thing. Just that can be done in as a separate sessions and things like that to try and help people's job prospects, maybe, because there's clearly a demand. People are asking, how can you help me find a job? So there's the one side about getting the practical experience and getting the right skills, and then there's the soft skills about how do you get yourself in front of the right people to present yourself. How can we create projects that can be shared around everybody? We want to create real practical projects that people can refer to in their LinkedIn profiles and then on their CVs. Then there's the soft skills about how do you find the right person in a company to talk to and approach? How do you get an internship? Blah, blah, all the things we talked about. That could be almost a separate thread.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks for the suggestion. Yeah, we will. This is a good thing about community meetings. You get a lot of ideas, and now we need to basically connect. And these type of calls, people should understand the value, right? Like people are giving so many years of wisdom together. You have 30 years, I have almost 18 years. Sumit, I'm sure, will be also having a lot of experience. And how to get that on a project, how to learn, how to apply those things. So I think, so now the floor is open. If people want to leave, I think we'll also make a call. Some people are asking question. White Sky, you did not introduce yourself. You want to introduce. There are a few new people who have just joined through Devi, White Sky. So we are just ending the call now. We started it around 1.5 hours, 1 hour, 36 minutes back. Next week, we will have the same call. Maybe we'll keep the same time, 2 p.m. Dubai time, 3:30 India time. And we will discuss more. And look out for WhatsApp for updates about the webinars that are going to happen and the audio events. And reach out to me on WhatsApp on the community for any questions, anything specific that you want to help. Before we end, any ending thoughts, anyone, Patrick, Sumit? Anyone wants to say?
Well, it's just thank you, Arshad, for being the genesis behind all this. You've created the foundation of what I think is going to be a really amazing community, but it's up to all of us to contribute. If everybody can contribute something, this would be an amazing community. And practical examples, different problems that you're working on. I'm a programmer historically. I used to know R quite well. I don't know Python at all. I'm sure I can learn the syntax, but that's probably not my skill set. But I can help with getting projects assembled. I can help with collecting data. I can help people with what do you call it? I can help people with a job, helping with soft skills and things like that with jobs and organizing all that, the projects and things. And just helping people get to the point where they can get that kind of internship. I can help on the applications of AI. I'm using generative AI at the moment with my SEO stuff and my e-commerce business, my consultancy, my teaching. I teach people how to build online businesses, and ChatGPT has become a massive part of that now. Yeah, so all of these things. So I think we've all got to help and contribute, because we've all got other things going on as well. Nobody can work on this full time. So I think if we start off with those 3 kind of topic areas for regular meetings, and then and we can move from there. And I think it's going to be amazing. So anyway, I just want to say congratulations to you, Arshad, because you started something very powerful, and there's a huge demand for it, and it's only going to get better and stronger. But we all have to contribute. Arshad can't do everything. Everybody contribute.
just show up for the meetings. At least that will be very
Totally agree.
show up for the meetings. That will be good for me.
I get the feeling you're working to like 2 o'clock in the morning every day, trying to get these things done. And but we don't want to wear you out. We all have to, we all have to help.
Yeah.
If we all contribute, it'll make it stronger, and it'll be really useful for everybody. It'll help you get that job that you want.
Yeah, the thing about community is it's the push is required, and we all say that in some days I don't want this to be. I want to just move out. I want some volunteers to to initiate the calls, to do all those things, and that is the main purpose of as well. So that's why I encourage more people to volunteer, to talk about things, and take it as a long term. That is the one thing that I say.
I'm very happy to host sessions on whatever subjects come up. We can rotate it around people. Yeah, those who want to host a session, we can rotate
that. And thank you, everyone. I don't want to take much of your time, because if we can continue for 2-3 hours also. Yeah, and it was very nice for everyone. I wish everyone joins again next week as well. And we will continue, and we will see more people, and we will see more interesting things that are there. So Patrick has already volunteered for next week to talk in 20 minutes, right? And he can choose any topic he wants.
Wait,
20 minutes.
I'll find something.
yeah, that is up to you. Yeah. So, and then we will have the same thing. We will have the introduction, and we will have the challenge, weekly challenge. Prize winner, and then we will open to comments and discussions for our plans for how to do some projects and how to start rotating the ball. Have a great day, have a great weekend, and thank you everyone once again. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.